welcome everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I am going to go and get my apron and allow a little bit of time for people to hop on. I wanted to say thank you to our host for giving everybody the opportunity to get together, even if it's virtually, and learn a little bit more about how to simplify your mealtime. So welcome again. My name is Christy. I am a leader with Epicure. I live in southeastern Wisconsin with my husband Dave of almost 11 years and our two girls Morgan and Emily, who are almost 5 and 2. And before I even get started, I'm going to share the prizes that we have for you guys today. You are going to get prizes just for participating in our virtual class, so make sure that you're liking and commenting and engaging, however, answering my questions, and also by commenting here and asking questions. So what we have here today are some of our meal solutions. Now remember from our posts earlier, these are your easy meals. These are your raw to ready in 20 minutes or less, kind of like hamburger helper, only good for you, less sodium, and just amazing flavor. All that you do is add a couple of your ingredients, normal pantry staples, and then you have an amazing meal on your table in 20 minutes or less. So I've got a couple of our meal solutions to give away, and you're going to get extra participation votes for placing your order today, or if you already placed your order, you're already in for the extra votes. And another way that you can get some extra extra points is by booking. And what I have here is it's actually a $20 booking bonus for booking off of this cooking class. And that's just a thank you from Epicure for letting us teach about this amazing company to more people. So a $20 booking bonus, plus you get all of the host rewards based on your sales and opportunity to claim host exclusives at a really great discount. So that is booking, and then also you get extra points for joining. Now guys, I know that you didn't get on this video tonight because you wanted a new job, but honestly, I didn't think that I'd ever be doing this again. So it's just amazing being able to run a successful virtual now business from my kitchen, basically getting paid for cooking my family's meals every night. And Epicure is actually a 24-year-old company. We're a Canadian company, family owned and operated, and we are new in the United States. We just launched here in August of 2019. So there is huge opportunity here because a lot of times I'm teaching people about Epicure for the very first time. So not only will you get bonus entries for checking out Epicure and joining, but our host will also get a thank you gift for the referral of having you join our business as well. So what is Epicure? We are a cookware company. We have spices, and we help you get healthy meals on the table in 20 minutes or less. We have something called a never ever list. And this is a list of dozens of ingredients that you will never ever find in any of our products. Some things that might interest you: gluten, nuts. So if you have a nut allergy in your house, this is safe for you. High fructose corn syrup, artificial colors, flavors, and sweeteners, MSG, just a lot of really nasty things that we never ever put in any of our products. All ingredients that you can pronounce. And we are also, as of right now, 95% non-GMO project verified, which is awesome as well. So this is our ingredient policy. If you are a label reader, definitely check that out. So let's get started with dessert. So today I am making our sweet banana bread and muffin mix. I'm going to be making them into muffins. So I already mashed my banana with our meat separator. This is an awesome tool for everything, not only for meat, bananas, guacamole, things like basically anything. I love this tool, so easy to clean. It is dishwasher safe, and food does not get stuck in the grooves, which I hear is an issue with some other companies. So I'm using my 3-in-1 spatula to scoop this, this mix into my silicone muffin pan. And this muffin pan comes in a set of 2, so it's enough to make 12 muffins. And all of our silicone cookware is dishwasher safe. It is also microwave safe, oven safe, of course, and it's non-stick, which is just incredible. when it comes to cleanup. So I don't know if you guys have those metal pans in your closet that you're embarrassed that you even own because they look so gross, and it's so hard to get anything out of them that you're like scraping around with a knife and it just gets destroyed. So you will not have that issue with our silicone mats, non-stick. And then I have it on one of our quarter sheet pans. You obviously need to have it on a pan for stability when you put it in your oven. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in my preheated oven, thinking for about 15 minutes. And we should be pretty much done here. Definitely done here by the time that is done. So I will definitely post a photo of that because you probably won't see it coming out of the oven. So what we are going to do next is cook our chicken. Tonight, I didn't even tell you our menu. So we are having chicken souvlaki. If you would have asked me what a souvlaki was a year ago, I would have no idea. So souvlaki is a Greek dish. It's kind of like a gyro. I'm making it with chicken because that's what my family prefers. What it is it's I make it as a marinade. I just have some lemon juice and some olive oil in with a pound of chicken. And then I did a tablespoon of our souvlaki seasoning. Now this seasoning will tell you to put 2 tablespoons in there. You know what, all of our seasonings, since it's all real ingredients, I find that they're pretty potent, more potent than what I find at the grocery store. So a lot of times I cut whatever I'm making in half and then I build on that flavor based on what my family likes. So we like only 1 tablespoon of this souvlaki seasoning in our chicken. I'm going to be putting this in my microwave steamer. Now don't lose me if you don't microwave. We definitely still have things here for you, and honestly, I wasn't a microwaver a year ago either. So this is our multi-purpose steamer. I'm going to pull out our crisping tray and I'm just gonna dump my 1 pound of chicken tenderloin right here in my steamer. There's nothing special about this chicken. It's not cut into tiny little pieces. It's just the normal tenderloin from Costco. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put my cover on securely, and I'm gonna go and put this in my microwave for 6 minutes. While that is in my microwave, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what Epicure has to offer. So remember, I talked about pantry switches, and these are just a couple items that Epicure offers that is a healthier alternative of what most Americans have in their pantry. So some examples would be chocolate pudding, onion soup mix, broth. So our broth is actually in powder form, so you can make as much or as little as you want at one time, and you don't have to worry about it going rancid in your fridge. And also a lot of people like to use this just as like a spice for flavoring like your rice or something like that. So we have broth, fajita or taco seasoning with a lot less sodium. In fact, we have 0 sodium compared to the store brand. Creamy ranch dressing and dip mix, and then also mac and cheese. So these are just some really simple pantry staples. What I love about Epicure is that, well, my family has a couple food sensitivities. One is eggs and the other one is dairy, and of course they're 2 separate kids. So sometimes it's hard for me to find pre-mixed anything in the stores, plus who knows what's in them. So what I am making tonight with my souvlaki is a tzatziki dip. I'm going to be using our lemon dilly dip mix. This is so good. And I am making this in my 1 cup prep dish with almond yogurt because this is something that's safe for both of my kids to eat, and we like it. It's delicious. So I'm going to take my my 4-in-1 spice spoon. I have a tablespoon, teaspoon, quarter teaspoon, and a half teaspoon. This helps reduce clutter in your drawers. And I'm gonna put a tablespoon and a half of this dip mix in my jar and then just stir it around and hydrate those spices. Now you guys, you might wanna pay attention to some of our packaging, especially the beef stroganoff. It's one of my favorites, but if any of our packaging recommends that you hydrate the seasonings and set it aside while you're doing the other steps, that's an important step so that you can make sure that those seasonings are hydrated and then the flavor comes out while you cook everything else. So this is my lemon dilly dip mix. If I wanted to make this into actual tzatziki, I would shred some cucumbers in there, but I'm actually going to do something else with the cucumbers in just a moment. So I'm going to put this to the side. My husband loves this lemon dilly dip just made as a dip. We use like a vegan mayo and then that almond yogurt as well. And it is so good. The kids love it as well. All right, so what we're going to do next is cut up our cucumber. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to talk a little bit more about our steamers. Like I mentioned in the beginning, if you do not microwave, it's okay. You will still find things here, but I just want to tell you a little bit more about our microwave steamers because maybe you'll decide to give them a shot. Now you guys, in 2012, I put my microwave in the closet, in my coat closet actually, and we never really looked back. We bought a toaster oven and we just made everything stovetop or in our oven or in our toaster oven. And in 2012, we didn't have any kids. Now we have 2. So making meals that were taking 30 minutes to an hour for every meal every day, maybe not breakfast, but you get what I'm saying, it just wasn't working for me anymore. So when I learned about Epicure, I loved the ingredient policy, but then I saw that they were using all these microwave steamers and I just couldn't get on board with that. I ended up joining the day after my cooking class, and I talked with my director and she said that I didn't have to talk about the steamers if I didn't feel comfortable with it, but she encouraged me to do some research, so I did. And there's actually a Harvard study that states that microwave steaming is one of the healthiest ways that you can cook your food because it locks in the nutrients with the shorter cook time and the fact that you don't need to use any extra water or oil. So I was intrigued and we started experimenting with these steamers, and honestly now I use them almost every single meal every day. We have 2 different sizes. You saw our multi-purpose steamer. This is our rectangular steamer. Actually, we have 3 sizes now. We have our round steamer as well, which is a little bit bigger than our multi-purpose steamer. And this rectangular steamer is a great size for like a single person, or if like you are a working person and you make breakfast or lunch separate from your kids. I love that one. I use it every single day. And then I make my meals or my bigger quantities in my multi-purpose steamer. Okay, so we're gonna pause that. I'm gonna talk a little bit about what I'm going to, how I'm gonna cut this cucumber. First of all, I use my Y peeler. It sounds silly, but this is really, really cool. I don't have to worry about cutting myself anymore. It's really easy to clean, and you actually pull it instead of pushing it. There's these little eyes on each end so that you can like carve out imperfections as well. Love this Y peeler. It's a very low price item to add to your order. And then I'm going to take my chef knife and cut my cucumber in half because I'm going to be using a mandolin to slice it. So with these gyros that we're making, some people make like a Greek salad on the side with peppers and tomatoes and all of that jazz, and honestly guys, I just don't have that in my pantry today. So what we are going to be doing is we're going to be putting these cucumbers on there just like this. I actually sliced up a couple more of these right before I got started for hors d'oeuvres for my kids. They love vegetables or basically anything. As long as we put this herbed garlic grinder on it, really this is great on anything. If your meal is missing something, it's probably missing this. Just a couple cranks of this grinder and you will be golden. So our mandolin, some people have nightmare stories about this. I actually do too. Not this one in particular, but a different one 10 years ago. The most important thing is to use the guard. So as long as you use the guard, you will be just fine. And look at these perfect, really simple cucumber slices that we have to put on our pitas. All right, so I'm going to grab my steamer and we're going to talk a little bit more about what you can cook in here. So be careful, this is hot. Obviously it's been in the microwave for 6 minutes. You can see all the steam. This is our chicken. It kind of all lumped in a pile. So I'm going to grab my meat separator, just break it up, see if we need any more time because of that. So I actually feel like we're pretty good here. My family prefers this shredded, so I'm going to put this in my stand mixer and have it do the work for me in just a minute here. But let me tell you a little bit more about what our steamers can do. So you just saw me cook a pound of chicken in 6 minutes. Pretty incredible, right? A pound of chicken would fit in this rectangular steamer as well as a pound of hamburger as well. A hamburger takes about 4 to 6 minutes as well. hamburger. I love browning hamburger in my microwave. No standing at the stove waiting for something to happen. You actually don't even really need to use a meat separator. I stop it in the middle and I break it up once, and then I put it in for a couple more minutes and it's fine. So I can actually do up to 5 pounds of hamburger, brown it all at once in my big multi-purpose steamer. You can do fish, lots of different things in there. I've heard of people doing pork chops as well. So that is the meat that you can do. Also any grains, so your noodles, rice, quinoa, oatmeal. Obviously you need to add your water to those, but it will shorten the cook time, and cleanup is a lot easier. Also think about eggs. So my family used to eat a lot of eggs before we knew that we had a sensitivity. Now just my husband and I do. And what I disliked was scrubbing the pan, and also my eggs tasting like coconut oil. So with our steamers, remember they are non-stick, so I will make myself an omelet in my rectangular steamer, 3 eggs, some veggies, some spinach, some cheese, and I'll put this in the microwave for about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, and then usually eat just right out of here so you're saving on your dishes. And then when I'm done, I'll just run this out under some hot water, maybe rub my hands around it, and then put it in the dishwasher. So all of our steamers, all of our silicone is dishwasher safe. Why focus on making quick and easy meals for your family if you're going to be spending a lot of time hand washing all of the utensils and the equipment that you're using? So all of Epicure's things are dishwasher safe. So I love that. And again, back to the meat, we would use our crisping tray to do crispy bacon in our steamer, 1 minute per slice. Trust me on that. Also, people love this for popcorn and vegetables as well, whether they're fresh or frozen, 4 to 6 minutes. Potatoes, you could actually do baked potatoes in here or cubed potatoes, depending on the size, about 6 to 8 minutes. So those are just a couple things that you can do in our steamer. You can also do one pot meals. Just everything is so simple with this tool. So remember me, I was the weirdo who put my microwave in the closet in 2012, and really now I use my steamers pretty much every single meal every day. So again, this is our chicken. It is completely cooked in 6 minutes. Our muffins have another 3 minutes, and our dip is done as well. The way that we eat these, we eat them on a pita, and then typically we would have that salad like I mentioned, but we're just doing those sliced cucumbers, maybe some spinach, some cheese, because I live in Wisconsin. Usually we use feta cheese, but again, we don't have that today. And then some of that tzatziki dip, and then some of that shredded chicken. And that is our amazing dinner. My youngest, who typically doesn't eat meat, loves this dish. We can always count on her actually eating meat whenever we make this souvlaki. All right, guys, so it's time to shop, and I don't want you to panic and think, oh my gosh, she went through that way too fast. There is so much great information in our class group, and I'm always here to ask. So what you're going to do, the best way to try Epicure is to check out our collections first. What you're going to do is you're going to go to your host link, you're going to click on shop on the top, and then click on collections, and look at the huge variety that is there between just our food collections and also our food and cookware collections. All of our food collections come with a digital meal plan and grocery list. That is amazing. So many great ideas that go outside of what you see exactly on this package. So I want you to think outside of the package whenever you see any of our meal solutions or desserts, because they are so versatile. You can do so much with all of our meal solutions. Maybe you're adding things to your cart and you're like, oh my gosh, I think I'm over budget. I would encourage you to be our next virtual host. Remember, you get this $20 booking bonus, plus you get our amazing host plan and some freebies as well. So my hosts usually earn over $100 in free products and several half-price items. And I mean, I've had people earn over $200 as well. It's all in, how we partner together. I love to help people get some free Epicure. People love to get the steamer or the collections for half price. It's just a really great way to get a lot of these products in your house at a great price. Finally, if you're adding everything to your cart and like, oh my gosh, I think I added everything, I would encourage you to check out our business kit. It is $99 and it's about $300 worth of food, products and cookware that's going to get you started right. Now, you guys, like I mentioned in the beginning, I wasn't planning on making an income from my kitchen with Epicure. I basically joined for a discount, but now I am making an income that really makes a difference to my family, all because I'm doing these virtual classes and making food for my family. So maybe you're thinking, you know what, Christy, I like my job, I don't need extra money. That's totally fine. Maybe you just want a great discount on your products. I can teach you how to do that. Or maybe you just want a little extra money, some me money, so you can buy your lattes or your shoes or whatever your indulgence is, whatever your hobby is, without any guilt. I can show you how to do that too. I can show you how to do anything in between. So if that's even a thought in your brain to check out what we have going on here, send me a private message. I will give you just a little bit more information so that you can kind of make an informed choice, and we will go from there. I don't want you to miss out, you guys. So I'm gonna grab our muffins. They are done. And just show you that quick, and then I'm going to turn off our recording. Oh my goodness, these guys, these are so good. They smell so, so good. Do you see that? I'm excited for those. All right, so I will post pictures. Thank you so much for hopping on, and I look forward to working with all of you guys. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.